next is notification settings here. So you can enable or disable notifications just with this toggle here if you'd like. And it says remove notifications after their timeout is reached. Show notifications on the bottom side of the screen. So if you toggle these on, then they will do a certain thing, and then you can do display a test notification. So you can click that, and it says this is a test notification. So by default, they show up here on the top right. If you prefer them at the bottom of the screen, you can just toggle this on, and then they will display at the bottom right down here instead. And then it says remove notifications after their timeout is reached. So normally Linux will leave the notifications visible until you tell them to go away, like until you tell them to close with the little X in the corner here. But with the timeout, they'll just be up there for a little bit, and then they'll disappear after that. So it's up to you how you would like to do that, and you don't even need to use notifications at all. You could turn them off if you prefer. And it says Media Keys OSD for on-screen display. I'm assuming it says Media Keys OSD size, and so you can change whether it's small, disabled, medium, or large. Between the sizes there, the default is medium. I usually just leave that alone and don't mess with it too much myself, but you're welcome to customize and configure that for your own setup here. The online accounts section is it's kind of, I'm not too sure. I haven't used this much myself, but it seems kind of limited in its use. But because if you click here, it says information about GNOME online accounts. So I'll just go ahead and do that and then just read what it says here. It says GNOME Online Accounts is a service which runs in the background in which you can authorize to access your online accounts. It says applications can then use this service to interact with your online accounts. So really, it's mostly just for these. It says the following accounts are supported in Cinnamon. So the desktop environment that itself is going to be able to support Google accounts, and it says allows Nemo to connect to Google Drive. So the Nemo file manager that we went over in a previous video, you could connect it to your Google Drive account and integrate it with that. And then something called OwnCloud, it says allows Nemo to connect to an OwnCloud server. So that's a similar cloud storage sort of thing. It's just it's not with Google. It's a different service. And but that's kind of like the extent of it. And it says the following accounts are supported in GNOME applications. So it says Evolution, it says Google, Microsoft Exchange, Windows Live, and IMAP, SMTP, and then GNOME Calendar, GNOME Contacts, and GNOME Documents, GNOME Maps, and it's showing you what it has access to. But you'd have to use these specific GNOME applications, GNOME-based applications, in order for this connectivity to matter. So it's there for you if you would like to use it, but it seems to me it's kind of limited because you can't do it outside of these specific applications here. Versus with this, it's more integrated into the system itself, into the user experience across the whole computer. So it's a little bit more useful potentially, but if that's something you're interested in looking into, this is how you can facilitate that, connecting your accounts and things like that. We've got some more options here, as depending on what you need to connect. So with your online accounts, but you can safely ignore using that as well, because I haven't ever used that online account section, and you can still do things just fine with with all your online accounts like normal through your web browser or through a specific app dedicated to it or whatever. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn even more, you can find my books at bookstoread.com/Jonathan. That's books, the number 2, read.com/JONATHAN.